Mic check. There he is. Jesus Christ. Alright. I gotta remember that that's a thing that I have to do every single fucking time. Every single time. What bullshit. And the thing is supposed to be totally different. Motherfucker. I'm really struggle busing here, guys. Like, this is fucking ridiculous. That was supposed to be changed. That, no. Okay. Maybe I'll keep... I'm going to do a couple of things because I feel like there's not anyone in here. Sound off if you're in here, guys. So I can stop piss farting around on this stupid thing. I watched an episode of Watcher today, or Ghost Files, and that's the episode that Ryan says that, and I'm like, I haven't heard anybody say that since my grandma, and it tickled me today. I don't know why. Alright, oh. Okay. Let me see if my music is still good. Negative. Let me do a couple little things. I hear Bruce just doing things outside of the room that sound like things he shouldn't be doing. He's doing something. And I'm pretty sure he's not supposed to be doing it. I can't see him. I can't see him at all. Alright. Wait, I have to change it to this. Realize that. I'm so sorry, guys. Why is it doing it through the Osmo? That doesn't make any sense. Hold on. It changes all my settings to the Osmo, and I have no idea why. I got nothing. What the fuck? And I don't know how to turn down my sound. Damn, I don't know how to turn down the sound on the Osmo. That is so fucking stupid. Hold on. Maybe. Hey. No, it still feels like it's... Oh, my music was all the way up, so if I blasted your ears, I did it to myself too. Okay, is this better? Okay, cool. I think this is great. Wonderful. I'm gonna change that music. Oh. That was too much. Changing that. trying to write down these settings whenever I have them and just fucking remind myself every single day. Alright. It has to be on 27% and lowest. Okay. Guess I could probably use that. Alright. Jesus Christ, you guys. Hello. Welcome in. I'm Jenna Say What, and I'm apparently just fucking atrocious at this today. Hello. Welcome in. I'm going to be talking about things that happen in the political sphere this fucking weekend, and today, and it's been a fucking heavy news week. Well, news weekend. Oh, Jesus Christ. It feels like it's been a fucking whole ass week just from this weekend. Like, I think that I cursed myself because, hold on, let's pull that out, because I'm like, I'm not reading off my notes, you know what I mean? Yeah, I said, I think last week, that it felt like a slower style, like, news week, and I was watching Dean Withers, and he also said the same thing, and I was like, oh shit. And then it just started fucking punching us, dudes. Like, what the fuck? So, there's like so many, this thing always like makes a weird noise, and I hate it. I can't get it to do it again. Now it just sounds like I'm lying. Yeah, like there's been so many fucked up things, and like just like the little stuff that I'm gonna start on, but like apparently Hakeem Jeffries does a great job at not shutting his mouth and filibustering and doing whatever. But apparently he can shut his fucking yapper whenever it comes to endorsing Mamdani. So he has not endorsed Mamdani at all, and I'm like, bro, this is fucking shit, dude. Like, this is the exact reason why it's like the Democrats have like all these failing issues. Sorry, my hair is like spider webbing on myself. Yeah, like we have all these fucking issues, and it's because of things like this. It's like, Zohran Mamdani is gonna be fucking incredible for New York City. And I know that I'm gonna be intensely jealous of when he gets into office and he makes things happen. I know I'm gonna be insanely jealous. And I just think it's so crazy to me, because like we're struggling so fucking hard, like the bottom level, like all of us, you know, and we're all struggle busing. We need help with our rent. We need help with all these things. Come on, like, he literally is standing for everything that we are wanting in this climate. Like, affordable housing, that's not hard to ask for. That's not much. That's like bare necessities. Being able to afford to be able to like your rent and to eat, or to feed your children. Like, it's so crazy to me. And fucking Hakeem Jeffries, you're just shutting your fucking mouth. Fucking shame on you, dude. There's like something going. Trying to get into my eye, and it's probably like the 6 pounds of mascara that I have on my eyes, because I can't wear fucking lashes. Well, I can. I didn't, knock on wood, I didn't have an allergic reaction whenever I put on my, oh my god, my magnet eyelashes, my magnetized eyelashes. Didn't have a problem, so I guess I can wear those, so I guess that's a thing. But now I'm scared to, like, wear them too much, so it wouldn't surprise me if, like, 6 pounds of mascara is, like, trying to migrate into my eyeball. Anyways, I digress. So it's so fucking disappointing. That's what it is. Like, Hakeem Jeffries is so fucking disappointing. Like, we need these basic things that Mamdani is, like, proposing. That's why they've, like, Fox News has resorted to doing all this, like, racist, bigoted shit to overshadow his policies, because the Fox News watchers support his policies. So it's wild to me that other Democrats wouldn't just shout it from the rooftops. And, like, I'm sure Bernie's endorsed him, right? I haven't checked. I should check that, because he's, like, right on the political sphere is Bernie and AOC. So I feel like, I think AOC has gone on the record to endorse him. I think. I could be very wrong, though, but I think I heard something about it. And then I have to look at it. Like, I'm probably gonna do it for tomorrow, but I was reading the headline, and I was like, oh, Jesus Christ, like, here we go. But a Tennessee mom was denied access in Tennessee to prenatal care. So I'm gonna have to look into it. I haven't really dug into it. There was just so much that I was catching up on, because yesterday I just decided to, like, unplug completely, with the exception of, like, posting on social media, and then I was like, okay, I'm gonna go watch some The Office. I'm almost done with it, and I'm digging it still. But yeah, I decided to unplug yesterday, so it was great. It was wonderful. I needed it. But today I was like, let me find what I missed, and then I realized, like, I missed a fuckload, bro. Like, a fuckload. So I was like, I need to research that one a little bit more. I heard today that ICE is gonna flood New York City, which isn't surprising, because Trump literally went on record and said, like, oh, I'm gonna flood all the blue states, all the blue cities, and make sure that, like, you know, ICE raids are happening at the highest percentage with, you know, the blue states and the blue cities, because he wants to threaten. I think I heard something about a lawsuit, LA, like, residents, I think. Okay, no, this cup is just it's fucking hot for no reason. And, like, my fucking hot water is not as hot. Okay. I was like, I'm starting to get, like, whatever. It's not surprising. It's not surprising. I'm waiting for, like, Raleigh to get it, or, like, Durham or Chapel Hill, because I think that they're all blue cities. I think. And then Chicago next, like, they're already doing ICE raids by just looking at someone and profiling them. Like, we're already there. Some guy got pulled over, and the reason he got pulled over was because he looked Hispanic. I knew that this was gonna fucking happen, but here we are, like, just a little bit, like, heavier into it, and now it's like, we're really in it, you know? I need a coffee so bad. I'd like a tiny mini cup. Yeah, so it's not going to be surprising. I just wonder how much reach they're going to do with the raids and what kind of police force they're going to see on those streets. We already have like reports from 3 National Guards members saying that there's no point in this, that they feel like they're being underutilized and that they're doing like they're doing nothing. And they were saying, like, at least, you know, there were people in their battalion or whatever that also felt like they shouldn't be there and they don't want to be parts of this, and that morale is down, and you know, people joining the National Guard is at an all-time low. And I'm like, well, no shit. Who the fuck wants to deploy to their own people? You know? Like, who the fuck in their right mind would want to join right now? I think, like, even if it was, like, something that I wanted all my life, I don't know if I would join at this point. I would be like, ew, no. Like, everybody is being fucking tormented and we're being used as pawns. No, thank you. It's so bad, and I do feel bad for, like, the servicemen and women that have to, like, be used as pawns in this. It's disgusting. It's vile. And I don't know, like, I can't even imagine what that feels like. You know what I mean? Like, I can't even fucking imagine how shitty that must feel to have to be, like, a pawn in someone's, like, political game. It's nasty. It's just nasty. People like that are just so horrible. Of course, like, I think, Miami Herald reported that there was a man in Alligator, Auschwitz, that one of the news outlets just, like, said, that he was being punished. And what happened to him wasn't fucking punishment. That shit was torture. So, like, out in that level of heat and sun and mosquitoes, because he reported that he just had a swarm of mosquitoes around him. They left him outside in the blistering sun for 3 hours. To me, that should constitute as torture. That's not punishment. And is the reason for his punishment, they said that he was on a food strike, and he wasn't. He just eats slow because he has a ruptured lung, or, like, one of his lungs doesn't inflate. There's, like, some sort of lung issue that makes it to where he has to eat slower. Well, these guards beat the shit out of him, kicked him in the ribs, you know, where his fucking problem is, because they thought he was on a hunger strike, and they beat the shit out of him, and then someone translated for them and was like, he actually can't eat, like, and then explained the thing. And they still put him outside for 3 hours in that sun with a fucked up lung. Now, as someone that has, like, fucked up lungs, I want you to know that could have killed him. That could have killed him. If he has a fucked up lung, like, I can't handle certain heats. Like, it makes my asthma kick in. They could have killed him. They could have fucking killed him. It's just abhorrent. It's so nasty. It's so nasty. And, like, they're like, reports now, I can't remember if it was from Alligator Alcatraz or if it was from a different one, but fucking, at this point, wouldn't be surprised if it's all of the above, but apparently they made the inmates, they tied their hands behind their backs, and then they put food in front of them and made them eat like dogs. What's the fucking purpose of that administration? What the fuck's that? The fuck is that for? Sounds a lot like torture to me. Sounds a lot like dehumanizing behavior to me. Sounds a lot like against the Constitution to me. Sounds like your boys are psychopaths to me. That's insanity. That's insanity. I could never. I can't even fathom how dehumanizing that felt. That's so horrifying. And they did it for their enjoyment. Those people out there, they did that shit for their enjoyment. You know? There was no point in that. Because it's not like they're already, you know, dealing with all of this shit. But they're also now having to have their hands tied behind their backs and fucking eat like a dog because that's something that is fun to them. It's so gross. It is so gross. So, like, I don't know, like, if you can do that to someone because they're not, because they're not the same race as you, you know what I mean? Because, like, that's what that boils down to. That's what that fucking boils down to. It has nothing to do with anything other than the fact that it's just pure racism. And if they're able to do that shit to someone like that, I like, that's, it makes me wonder, like, we need to start looking at these people's past, you know? Because it sounds to me, and it seems to me, that this is pure sociopath behavior. And that just, it seems like this is gonna, this could be a problem to everything else. Hey, Rowdy Riles. Yeah, it feels like this could be an issue that goes way deeper than just them at the camp. You know what I mean? I feel like this might end up being something that, like, we start looking into these motherfuckers' past and shit's gonna start coming out that, like, there's someone in the woods. You know what I mean? I feel like if you're able to do that level of behavior, that's indicative of something else that you've done in your past, and I just, it's given a little kind of type. Rose, I don't know if you heard about that, like more of the shit that's coming out of the camps. Torture camps. No, probably not. I mean, I feel like most of the people that are sticking around in this administration are quite literally sociopaths. So yeah, I'm pretty sure they don't give a shit about the truth or anything. And then, like, there was a Philly resident that got detained, and he is a Chilean refugee, and he's been here for, like, a long ass time. I can't remember. I want to say it was like 30 years, but I could be wrong. It could be way more than that. But his family gets a call that he was detained and died in custody. And then they found out that he didn't, and that they sent him to Guatemala. I think it was 85. I think he's 85 is why I'm thinking 80. But he was a refugee from Chile. So, like, they don't give a fuck, dude. That's so fucking wild to me. And his family was told that he had passed away. How many people are they saying that to? And how many people is that the truth about? Like, that seems real fucking sus, dude. Real fucking sus. I feel like we're disappearing people. And I mean, we know that. We're disappearing people. And it's fucking horrifying. Monsters are fucking real. And they happen to be mostly men, but, you know. But yeah, it's insane. I can't even imagine. And I bet that guy's scared out of his fucking mind too, because he doesn't, like, they I'm glad that they didn't bring him back to Chile, because I feel like that would have been probably a death sentence for him. Because if he escaped there due to, like, he was actually getting threats and was going to have violence inflicted upon him, so that's why he left. There was actually, like, a really solid reason for it. Yeah, it's, what is it? And then, they are using Medicaid and Medicare to search up people, with, and their addresses and this and that, and they're trying to find undocumented immigrants. And the problem with that is that none of them are on that. None of them. So my audio's quiet. Is that better? Hey, Sandor. Is that better? I think it might be. I turned it up just a smidge. What is it? I lost my train of thought. Yeah, I totally lost my train of thought. This is why I wrote things down. Oh, yeah. Yeah, no undocumented. Oh, really? There we go. That should be better. We'll see. Yeah, it's just an excuse to gain information illegally, honestly. And they're using all of these horrifying tactics to gain information about the American public. And the worst part about all of this is, like, if there's a person that already moved out of this apartment or whatever, like, I have an apartment. What if the person before me was on Medicaid or Medicare and they have a Hispanic name? Are they gonna plow down my fucking door? That's my question. Is, like, when does it start getting to where everyone's doors are getting knocked down? Because this is gonna, that's just a baseline of something that could happen. And I know it's going to. They've already broken into the wrong houses. They're already going into spaces that they shouldn't be going into. They no longer can claim sanctuary in churches. That's gone. That's done. They only like separation of church and state whenever it does them good, you know? It's the only time. The only fucking time. Oh, and I don't know what the crowd was for, but I don't know if anybody heard about the God, what is it called? The driver that drove through a crowd in downtown LA. And the shit that happened with that. I don't know if anybody heard that. Did not end well for the driver. Because it was a deliberate action. They reported it at first that it wasn't, that it was like an accident. And this is like the Patriot Act. They're making people be afraid of migrants. Yep. In order to bring, yep. Yeah. You have to have a scapegoat and things like this. You have to have someone that you can point the finger at and blame. And this is just pretty standard with that. Is, yeah. It's amazing what people will do when they're scared. It's amazing what people will do and give up if they're scared. And I mean, not for nothing, like, back in my day, whenever I was, like, on the conservative sphere, like, the reason I was over there is because of fear and my own biases and my own, like, prejudices and things like that, that they absolutely fed on. Like, they knew that was something that, you know, their base was scared of. And so I know I fell down that rabbit hole for a little bit and dug myself out and started to really do, like, work on myself and be like, oh shit, like, these are bad behaviors, these are bad thought processes, and started to, like, really deconstruct where they came from. And a lot of it was just brainwashing with, like, Fox News and shit like that. So I understand it. I fell into that because whenever you are in the God, what is it called? This sphere of conspiracy theory and things like that, there is seriously something in my eye. Whenever you're in that sphere of conspiracy theories and this and that, that's how they hook you in. It's so easy to be hooked in that. This is really killing me, guys. I don't know if I have a mirror over here. I'm like, oh my god, I'm gonna scream. Oh my god, you guys, I do. Hells yeah. So I do understand it and I do get it to an extent, but at this point, if you're willing to be that dumb and that biased and I see it. I get it. If you're willing to support this shit and you're willing to think that all of this is okay, you're being willfully ignorant and you're being just racist and bigoted and just horrible. Like, to look at this situation and think that it's okay, bro, dude, no, okay, that's such nasty behavior, dudes. Such nasty behavior. But yeah, like, and we're gonna see again. We're gonna see a lot more with the New York raids, because they're planning to do like go in at New York pretty hard, and I think we're gonna see a spike and various crazy things happen and more, you know, racist, bigoted bullshit happen. There was a gentleman that got, my thing is, okay, there we go. That got pulled over for a broken headlight or some shit like that. I really do still have hair on this, or it's just my mascara. Jesus Christ. Sorry, guys. Yeah, it's just my lashes. That's fine. That got pulled over for a broken headlight, and these cops just fucking went to town on him. Like, they busted through his window and punched him in the face, ripped him out of the car, and he was just sitting there. Like, no, like, Gen Z dead-ass stare. You know what I mean? Like, there was nothing that this guy was doing. And the assault that took place after that was absolutely fucking horrendous. And it was monstrous what they did. It was monstrous what they did to this kid. And I hope that this boy gets justice. He did not look that old. He looked like a baby. At least to me, he did. He looked like maybe like 20 or something like that, which is a baby to me. And I just am so scared of how bad the brutality is gonna get whenever they go into New York. And, or, you know, it might be the opposite. It might be the LA thing that happened with the car. The dude drove a car deliberately through the crowd, hurt 30 people. Yeah, 30 were injured. 30 people injured, and that driver did not survive. I'm smiling because I'm like, that's... No one talk. Zip it, lock it, and put it in your pocket. LA, don't let me down. Because it was deliberate. It was a deliberate act, and do guys justice, honestly, in my opinion. Because at this point, if you're willing to try to like fuck with LA, I can't, you know? I'm not even. But yeah, I think the dude got what was coming to him, but some people may be like, that's too harsh, and I'm like, well, we have fucking humans in cages, so I don't know where the line really is anymore. No one really does, so I don't know. But if you drive through a crowd, I guess you better be ready for the consequences of those actions, because I think the people are gonna not take this shit anymore, because it's getting to the point where it's like you versus me, who's gonna survive? Well, I want to save my life, so I don't know. It's just crazy. I wish that we weren't in this timeline. I wish that we weren't having to. I need them. I made the Buc-ee's dress. I wish that we weren't in this fucking timeline where I had to deal with this bullshit. Where I had to, like, feel like well, I don't feel like I have to. I just enjoy doing the news. But I don't know. I just really fucking wish that we weren't in this fucking headspace. And that we could actually fucking survive. And that we could actually do the things that we want to do. And do all, and like, it's so shitty, dudes. And I know I'm preaching the choir at this point, but like, god damn, dudes. I really am so sick of it. I'm so sick of watching the rich get richer, the poor get poorer, and then like, a lot of poor people thinking that they're going to get rich somehow. You're not. You're not. You're closer to being homeless than you are to being rich. Food for thought right there. Food for thought. Because God knows that our fucking minimum wage isn't gonna go up. We're not gonna be able to make more money. Like, this shit's just... This fucking shit is nuts, dudes. And of course, like, disinformation is a huge... It's a huge reason for all this bullshit. Because again, like I said earlier, it's like... I fell into the political sphere of being on the right and going, oh wait, why am I over here? And started to do my own research and started to like realize what the fuck was happening and how bad they were for me politically. And it woke me up, and I felt that I needed to change over back to the side that I came from. So, yeah, in the age of disinformation, I feel like we don't have a lot of people that have that knowledge and the ability to discern AI and various things. I mean, for God's sakes, we have Clemson. Fucking Clemson. Clemson did a study on, a research on bots on Twitter, specifically alt-right bots. And they found more than 400 fake accounts, all bots, all engaging, and now all confused because of the Epstein files. And they're starting to not know what to throw out to the people. But 400 bots on Twitter, how can you fucking compete with that if you're not knowledgeable on internet? I feel like we should have more, like, classes or free instructions on how to become more internet savvy, especially for boomers and people that are elderly that are not understanding that this is a lot of the shit's fake and a lot of it's made up, and how to do your own research. Actually, I think I saw someone recently, and I wish I would have written it down. But there was a girl that I think was doing classes specifically on internet, not knowledge, but how to search and do your own research and things like that. And she's an ex-Trump supporter too. So it was one of those things where I love seeing these ex-Trump supporters starting to do things for the community to help bring that group back to normal, because there are a lot of people that I feel are brainwashed into that as a cult, because there is a lot of correlation between the Trump MAGA in cults, and I believe firmly that MAGA is a cult. There's too many correlations. There's too many things that are similar. It boils down to it's a cult if you look at everything, and treating their, the people like that as like ex-cult members. It's nice that they have communities that they can look at online that will, support them and takes the shit off me, because once I kind of get through to you, then I'm gonna, you can go find your little group after that, because I'm mad, I can't help it. I'm mad at people that voted for this. I'm glad that a lot of them are seeing the reality of it, but I still am pissed at them, but at the end of the day, the more that we have waking up, the more people that we have on our side, better off it's going to be, because there's still going to be more of us, and the more of us that we get. But I know it sucks. I know. I hate palling with them too, being on the same side, but again, more people, the better. And maybe the understanding and breaking of that cycle with the alt-right maybe start to happen, because we're seeing huge splinters in that grouping, and maybe it gives me some semblance of like hope, for a lack of a better term. It's still fucked. Like, we are still fucked, and it's a lot of people's fault on this one. However, I do question, and it goes back into that whole, like, well, if you say that about one, one election, what's to allow you to say that, the Biden one wasn't rigged? And the Biden one wasn't fucking rigged. Shut the fuck up. The Trump one, I think, was rigged, but I think it was rigged in the terms of Elon Musk and tech bros that did most of that. I don't have a pinpoint as to, like, all of the conspiracy behind it that I think, but I just don't think that it wasn't messed with. It just seems a little... just doesn't seem right that was where it was. But I mean, hey teardrops, how you doing, my favorite clown? But yeah, 400 bots, Clemson research, getting confused off the Epstein files. Fucking love that for those stupid bots. May you rest in piss, you motherfucker. So hopefully they can... I doubt that those bots will go away. They'll stay up, and no one's gonna be the wiser, and that's just gonna be a whole ass thing. Oh yeah, I already done that. Yeah. Oh! There was an update on the public funding for NPR, radio, PBS, that sort of thing. And I was like spot on whenever I said that defunding that is going to cut their ability to know if there's an emergency, things like that. And I was 100% right on that one. They're cutting, with that funding, PBS and NPR will more than likely still be okay, due to, the big demand and funding. However, small radio stations out in the middle of nowhere that need those radio stations to make sure that they are, I don't know, not under a tornado watch or warning, or a tornado literally just dropped right next to their house. That's going to be the thing that goes away. And the administration didn't put in a loophole for emergency information. So the world could be on fire. You could lose your access to the outside world, and you will have no idea. You won't know. That's horrifying. That's horrifying. Oh, you just found out that your favorite Transformer RC is oh my god! That's awesome! I didn't know that they did that. That's funny. I just assumed that they were all trans. Is that not the case? I don't know. I think I've seen like a part of Transformers and I just never... Hey, 404, how are you doing? That was a terrible joke, by the way, Rob. It was totally horrible. But no, I'm like, I love that. I'm so glad that like companies are coming out and embracing any part of the LGBTQ, because we need representation, and we also need to have it normalized and not have stigma behind it. And unfortunately, there's a lot. I am doing great, 404. I am doing great. Leia, how are you doing? How are you? Yeah, it's been wild. Let's see. Oh, so I don't know if anyone saw the God, what was it called? The Obama video that Trump posted to his Truth Social. Like, I don't know if anybody saw that shit, but it was an AI video that Trump posted, and I'm like, it's horrifying. He's like being arrested. He's and Trump is like smiling and laughing and shit. Did you guys see that yet? I'm like grabbing out my headphones just in case, because like it was insane. Oh my god, it's always crazy whenever the sound dampens. Oh wait, I gotta turn this on. I keep forgetting that it's not plugged into my computer. Yeah, it was crazy. It was crazy. There we go. There we go. I was like, what is happening? He voted on a bill against that, but the Supreme Court voted that he's immune while he's in office. Exactly. Right? My like music is loud. Hold on, I got you. Yeah, it is. I just turned it off completely. Why is that so fucking loud? I have like it down so much. That's so crazy. My sound and everything today has been so fucking weird. It's not been working right. So let me see. I don't know, because I'm trying to like sound check it for playing that video, but like I think it's just gonna be weird. Okay, that thing isn't playing again. Yeah, it's like ungodly loud. I don't know why it's doing that. My sound was fine the other day. Oh no, I know. I don't know why it's being weird. Like every time I redo my audio for turning on my OBS, or not my OBS, my Osmo, every time I go to switch it to my Osmo camera, it turns everything on to the Osmo and then gets it. Oh, that was the lowest it was going. Like, it was crazy. I was like, okay, I guess I'm not playing that video. But, yeah, the video is basically, Obama's in the Oval Office sitting next to Trump, and then Trump, like, all of a sudden Obama, like, gets bum rushed by a bunch of police officers, and then, oh, like, Trump is laughing and, like, smiling and shit. I was like, holy fuck, dude. And then the police take him away and put him in jail. And I was like, didn't he just do a thing where he's like, the president is immune? Or is that only whenever they're in office? But that wouldn't make sense. That wouldn't make sense, though. What is he doing? What the fuck is this dumbass doing? So, like, Obama wouldn't be able to get in trouble for anything, right? Right? I feel like that would be the case. But yeah, so Trump posted that to social media, and I'm really honestly horrified by that, because that's beyond anything that we've ever seen a president do. And it's so fucking childish. His obsession with Obama is insane. Like, I think that he thinks Obama's hot. Like, I think he wants to let Obama just absolutely decimate his butthole. Because I've never seen someone be so obsessed with another person. It's so crazy. Yeah, I know, it's gross, Leia. I know. I'm sorry. But, I mean, yeah, it's also oh yeah, no, for sure. The Epstein allegations, he's trying to avoid at all costs. There was, oh, so the Uncle Luke from 2 Live Crew did a Sirius XM interview back in the early 2000s, and he said that in the, like, he went to a party of Trump's, and he said that he was there for maybe 45 minutes, and said that there were a lot of girls that looked underage, and it made him uncomfortable, so he left. And so that's insane. So Trump had this party, had a bunch of young looking girls there, and now, mind you, he was the owner of a pageant, like a Miss Teen pageant. So he had access to all these girls, and he owns the pageant. So if he invites you to something like, oh, I don't know, a house party with VIP members, but the only people that went to this party were the Miss Teen girls and Epstein and Trump. Because that's coming out now. So be on the lookout for that shit popping off. Because that is a whole ass thing. And it was at Mar-a-Lago in the early 2000s. So I apologize. So Uncle Luke was in the 90s. So his shit happened in the 90s. And it was, you know, he was hosting the Young Girls or whatever. And he said that it was very much like an Eyes Wide Shut situation. And there were, like, people just fucking, and, like, it was like an orgy whole thing, like, blah, blah, blah. And so that's what he said in this interview. And then in the early 2000s in Mar-a-Lago, that's whenever, it was a party at Mar-a-Lago. Only Epstein and Trump were invited, other than the calendar girls for the calendar girl competition. That seems like, once that starts really getting unpacked, that's another huge thing with this. Because there's so many stories. How many more? there's gotta be millions of fucking stories out there. CBI to look it up, took a little bit. Oh yeah. Like, yes. Yeah, he did say at some point during an interview that if Ivanka wasn't his daughter, he would be fucking her. And I was like, that tells me he probably did some shit to her as a kid. Allegedly. That's in my opinion. I'm saying, like, if you already say that about your child, and then he was saying that about his, like, her, I don't know if it was her or her sister as a baby, but he said, oh, she's got legs like Marla, but, like, I don't know if that's gonna be. And I'm like, that's an infant. You are talking about an infant's chest. Like, how many more fucking stories? And they're all horrible. I'm sitting here horrified by this. This is horrifying. And then he's bringing these teenage, like, young, I don't give a fuck how, like, if they're 18 or whatever. Like, these girls are there because they feel like they have to be. Because they're a part of these pageants. And what if I don't go? Then I won't, and I don't win. That would be the reason why. So these girls are going to go. Him and Epstein, like, just saying, like, if this would happen, like, I wouldn't be surprised that this would be how the girls would react. But, like, those two could go around and be completely naked in a room full of these, like, calendar girl competition girls and make them each do whatever. And the girls that would say no, they'd be like, well, I guess you're not that material. Back in those days, us women, truthfully, there were a lot of us girls. I was one of them that would do whatever the fuck. Because I was like, what if I don't make it? Like, how am I supposed to, like, follow my dream? What am I supposed to do? You know what I mean? That's coercion. It's coercion. And it's a form of sexual assault. So, like, oh yeah, no. There's a lot of people that are coming out. And he's not going to be able to escape this. This is now snowballing. It's been snowballing. I mean, fucking hell, they're canceling Stephen Colbert. Which there is a huge outrage that's happening with that too. Because a lot of people, like, someone commented off my comment and was like, oh, late night is dying. And I was like, that's not fucking true. You put Stephen Colbert on there. It's someone that, like, a lot of us millennials and Gen X grew up with. We're watching him. So what the fuck are you talking about? It's like, no, you're probably just a Gen Z and you just don't think about those things. Bruce was like, what is he doing? Yup. Oh, I didn't see the new Hunter Biden interview. Ooh, I want to see what the fuck that boy's saying, because, woo, that's some spicy tea, you know what I mean? Oh, yeah, I saw, yeah, so there was news saying that FBI, or Trump was asking the FBI to cover up any mentions of him in the Epstein files. Which I'm like, I'm sure that you're fucking more than half of the fucking file. As now I'm like hearing all these stories, like the calendar girl competition one. You're in those. You're in there, bro. A lot. And a lot of, like, a bunch of the girls that were trafficked on Epstein's island came from Mar-a-Lago. Woo! Yeah, I figured that that's. I'll have to look that up, Riles. I have to look that up. Yeah, it's gonna be a. Oh, this is gonna be something that they're gonna make a fucking movie about if we survive that long. You know what I mean? Like, I don't know. Pam Bondi is called out the FBI. Yeah, I knew what you're saying. Called out the FBI director demanding that Trump be redacted from the files. Yep. Pam Bondi is trying to save her ass right now. However, Pam Bondi is also in the files too, to a degree, because she was, she was like a not prosecute. She was something to do with the state of Florida, and she would have had direct knowledge of the situation that was happening. So, like, she's trying to save her ass and trying to do that. The same thing with Tulsi Gabbard. That's why she's doing all this, like, really pushing for Obama to get arrested, because she's trying to save face now with all of Trump's bullshit, because she got put in the fucking doghouse and now she's trying to claw her way back, which is so fucking pathetic. It's pathetic. Yeah, FBI and Pam are absolutely all involved. This shit, I think there are a lot of fucking people on that file. I think there are a lot of fucking people on that file. And they're ready, like, this shit's gonna blow. There's no way. I've said it before. People that worked in the service industry, like food and you know, catering and security and maintenance and whatever, all of those people know something, and they're gonna start saying shit. It's gonna come out. Even if you don't open those fucking files, it doesn't matter. The people already are talking. And someone's gonna fucking say some shit. Something's gonna blow. There's gonna be a lot that's gonna happen. And there's a lot of those young girls. There's a lot of them. So they might start coming forward. I don't know. I feel like this is putting Watergate to shame for sure. I have said that so many times. I'm like, this is definitely our generation's Watergate for sure. Oh, I'm sure it's both. Yeah, Democrats that are on it that I'm pretty sure is definitely Bill Clinton. I don't know if Hillary's on it, but I know Bill is. Bill has photos with him. He's disgusting. Who's that deep throat? Where's he at? There's gonna be someone. I feel like there's gonna be a lot of people that are gonna come forward. A lot of people. Things are gonna start. This is already snowballing, but I think that this is gonna snowball way more. And also, ow! So soon. You're packing. Should we do Leiku? I really want to be green one of the days at least. I really want to be green at least one of the days. I might do I think I'm gonna do a green Leiku. Fuck it. Let's go. And I'll do Ivy as well. Okay, let me like mentally kind of go through some shit on live too. Oh wait, if you can't pack yours, then don't worry about it. Oh yeah, I mean you can wear one of mine. I have blue, pink, white, green, Harley, yellow. I think that's it. I feel like I'm missing a color. Oh god. Yes. Oh, the flesh tone, no one else can wear those because those are the silicone ones, and they are they're not the way that they used to be. Like, they're dying slowly. So Stella is the only one that I won't lend out just because. No, I knew that I was missing Stella. I actually set hers in my head before I did anything because I was like, Stella's one that doesn't go out. So like in my head, whenever I'm saying that, I kind of know. But let's see. Shit. I mean, we can do your and stuff because I just need you to like we're gonna have to try to zip me into that motherfucker because I got busty and everything on that like because I'm gonna do the like the smuttier one, but the boobas got a little too boobas. Um, yeah. What cosplays we doing from Galaxy? I'm still trying to figure it out. I was. You know what? Fuck it. I have an idea. Let's do a quick little sidebar happy info blah 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 thing. Let's see. We need. Oh, not this isn't the right. That's not the right Google Drive. There we go. Cosplay lineup. I want to do stuff that's not going to be too hot. Oh, we can do. Oh wait, you don't have a star. Okay. I wish I saw my Star-Lord shit. I wish I would stole that from my ex-husband. It's not like he was gonna use it anyways after me. So, shit. I'm looking at everything and I'm just like, Dubro's house in for Galaxy or for Dragon? Because Dragon, I want to make sure it's like all of it. Oh shit. Yeah, I wasn't. Did you mean for Dragon Con? Because that's what I thought. Because right now I'm just in Galaxy Con time. Well, I'm. Oh, okay. So it is for this one. Oh shit! I thought that you meant for Dragon Con. That's my bad. My bad. No, I'm good with not. I'll stay at my place. Because I'm not. I'm planning on just taking a lot of 80s and getting a little crunk that way. Not after last year. No. Um. Yeah. Um. Ooh, Serpentious. Yeah. Um. Yeah. Let's do one of the days. Yeah. Let's do your. And then, man, I need to finish up the last of my cosplays or whatever for Dragon Con. For Alan, my absolute unhinged shit. I would say, I would say that we could do. Shit. I want stuff that's not hot. Everything feels like it's all toasty. This is the problem with having the amount that I do have. Oh, you know what? I could do. Al, we need to make a specific list outside of my list that's only Al and Jenna cosplays. Um so like I can just look at that and go, okay, these are the ones. Man. Cuz I'm trying not to double dip with Dragon Con stuff too, because we're gonna have a lot of those. Hey Kaiju, how are you doing? Al, I'm stressed now. Now I really do want to be Ivy at least. So that's one that I really want to do is Ivy. Fuck. Oh, you know what we could do? We could do Rick Sanchez and do like we could do both Ricks. I don't know. Just throwing that out there. Because I have my one outfit, so I could do a cunty Rick Sanchez. Do you want to do Jujutsu Kaisen? I got Gojo and Nanami. Oh, we have Pochita. Is it gonna bring in Canary? Okay, so I'll do, yeah, so, okay, so those two, for sure. All right. Write this down, Jenna. You're going to forget. Poison Ivy, even if so, I also have Harley, too, so. Pochita would be cute. Facts. I just think it's funny that I'm, like, never in anime, and I feel like all of them that I'm bringing are gonna be anime. It's hilarious. Okay, cool. Oh. Oh. I get it. Yeah. I'm sorry, Al. Fuck. Your Makimo was fucking slay, though. Just so you know. It was a fucking slay. That video of us, though, fucking kills me every time. It was, like... Oh, just think of that. Just think of me being like, that one was so fucking hilarious. Oh, speaking of hilarious, which not really, but it's one of those things where the irony. I do have Has-Been. I have Nifty, but like the dress is way too tight on me. And I want to finish up her eye because I have it to where I'm going to do like a glasses version of just one of her eyes. So normally I would say yes, I will bring Nifty because I do like having Nifty, and I want to get her Angel dagger at some point, and then sneak behind all the Angel cosplayers and do that. But ooh, none Alistar, fuck yeah. I thought about for Friday going out because I know that inevitably I'm gonna go out both nights, but I'm not planning on like getting fucking nuts. But I think for Friday night I want to do something of like an outfit that you really wanted to wear but you've never had the chance or the opportunity to, and or an outfit that you really want to wear but you've been nervous to wear and you haven't worn it out. So like I think that those are going to be two solid choices. I told Jacob that, but he said that he's only going to be there on Saturday, so I just realized I might want to change it to Saturday. Shit. Maybe change it to Saturday. I don't know. I've been so like scatterbrained with this birthday. It's not even funny. Yeah, you're turning it up. Oh, did I say that the YMCA is being defunded after? And I think it's funny because of that song. Trump is like obsessed with that fucking song and he's defunding it. Fucking so stupid. So fucking stupid. What a fucking imbecile. Irony. Big time irony. Oh, I've been saying this and I really truthfully believe this. We are absolutely losing the Olympics. You know how I know? Because we're going to start doing a $250 visa, what they call it? A visa integrity fee for everyone traveling to the United States from abroad. Everyone. School, work, having fun, all of it. It's all being like a $250 fee. They might allow you to get it reimbursed, but there are no obvious rules and regulations for it, and there's no place to figure out where you get your reimbursement from. And they do plan to potentially bump up that price after September 30th. What the fuck? How is that going to work for our fucking Olympics? That sounds like we're paywalling the Olympics, doesn't it? Because some of these countries aren't going to be able to fucking afford that. Some of these people that want to be a part of the Olympics in any capacity might not be able to afford that on top of already their expenses to come here for the Olympics, which I'm sure is overpriced and crazy. So that's a death blow to our Olympics. There's no fucking way. There's no fucking way, right? There's no way that we're going to have the Olympics. Because there's so much that is going to be like there's so many people that aren't going to be able to just swing that. I'm sure. I mean, other countries are probably better off than a lot of our people, but yeah, but we're going to have UFC on the White House lawn. Woo! Fucking rock and roll, bud. Yeah. For the 250th. Just what our founding fathers would have always wanted for that birthday. The year, the 250 anniversary, and that's whenever most fucking democracies fall. Like, woo, we're gonna die. Well, democracy is, but in a ring, a UFC ring, the front lawn of a White House. God damn, how white trash. Jesus fucking Christ. It's so white trash. It's so white trash, bro. It's so white trash, bro. I can't. I just can't. Every time I think about it, I'm just like, fucking hell. But we're going to make, you know, people coming over here for the Olympics pay $250 just to get through. Yeah, it's a political theater with a dash of sport theater. Love it. Absolutely. 1,000%. That's, yeah. Accurate. That's accurate. Accurate. And speaking of sports, fucking Trump is threatening the Washington Commanders and the Cleveland Guardians. He's threatening those teams to change their names back to indigenous names, racist indigenous names. And he's like, I won't allow the Washington Commanders to move to Washington, D.C. He won't. He will put a stop to it and not allow them to move unless they change their name, because he said that we're back to where we should be. And I'm like, oh, so just racist names. That's what you mean by that, is that you want to be able to use racist words and names and things like that. So that's how you're doing that. Okay, sure, yeah. So I'm wondering how that shit's gonna play out. I wonder if like the Washington Commanders or the Guardians are going to when Guardians are MLB. But I'm wondering how they're gonna respond to this stuff. I don't know, like it's. And and he was like, a lot of indigenous people, of course he didn't use that word, want this because it's their hair, like whatever. And I was just like, bro, you don't know a fucking indigenous person. You don't. You don't, bro. None of them has said that. None of them would be like, yes, I would love to have the slang word for me on a football team. Change their fucking name to the Caucasians. Fuck it. How about this, Trump? We'll change the name. Maybe they should change their name to the Oranges. I know they don't grow oranges there, but That'd be a fun troll. Because I feel like that's all the shit is now. Is it's just a fucking troll. Everything's just a fucking trolly joke. It's so bad. So bad. And Rupert Murdoch getting sued by Trump because the Washington, the Wall Street Journal post. The Wall Street Journal post about the Epstein files and his birthday letter to Epstein with a naked drawn woman with his signature in her pubic area. And saying, here's to many more secrets. And he's trying to sue the Washington, Wall Street Journal, and Rupert Murdoch owns that, and Rupert Murdoch also owns Fox News. So I wonder, speaking of political theater, I wonder how that's going to affect everything that they say on TV now. For Fox News, specifically. And apparently, rumor on the street is that Rupert Murdoch had a meeting with only J.D. Vance. Now, J.D. Vance is a fucking Satan himself, too. Don't get that twisted. Both of them are fucking mean monsters. However, this is really interesting because there's so much rumor and speculation going on that Trump was to be installed, lose power, however that so be, then install, no fucking couch is safe, then install JD. But the thing is that not a lot of people like JD. So this isn't going to work out. Like, if that's the train, a lot of fucking people hate him. So I don't see how that's happening, but it's interesting that he has a meeting with Rupert Murdoch alone. Because I wonder what else Rupert Murdoch has on him. I wonder. Also, I did find out that apparently Stephen Hawking was at the Epstein Island. And then I found out that apparently he cheated on his wife and she left him outside without his battery. Which I think is... I mean, I've been cheated on. I would say go for it, girl. Like, what the fuck? Yeah, supposedly that's another name that would be on there. No one is safe from this. Like, no one is safe from this. This is gonna, like, have such far-reaching implications. And again, people are gonna start talking. Stand by if they... Yeah, lock them up. I don't give a fuck who's on that list. Whoever's on that list should be locked the fuck up. Those people are pedophiles. End of discussion. Anyone that fucking associated with him is a pedophile themselves. Because if you associate with a pedophile like that, you know what's going on. It's one thing if it's like your next door neighbor and all of a sudden you find out that they had the CP and you're like, whoa, there was no warning. Like, my next door neighbor, I just feel like that's a normal guy. But Epstein waved that shit around all over town. He knew no one would go against him. Not a single fucking person would. Because he had all the money and all the power to be able to do whatever the fuck he wants, which shouldn't be the case. We shouldn't allow that shit to happen. But here we are, where we're allowing that shit to happen, and here it is festering in our own fucking White House. We have a black mold infestation in the fucking White House. Or orange mold, should I say. It's anyone anyone who thinks that this is okay or is turning a blind eye to it because it's Trump is insane. They're abhorrent human beings. They don't, like, watch your fucking kids. Look at their fucking search history. That's what I want to know. I want to start seeing the fucking correlations between the people that are supporting him through this and their search history, their fucking, check their fucking backyard and basement. Same thing with the ICE detention officers that are making people eat like a dog for their own entertainment. Check their fucking backyard. Check their fucking search history. Check all of it. Check their past. Go and have interviews with everyone that they fucking knew. Because there's some fucking skeletons in those closets that are horrifying. Because if you're willing to do all that shit and you're willing to, like, be okay with pedophilia in any shape or form, and then there's some fucking skeletons in your closet. And they're not easily, like, turn a blind eye to either. You're probably in the same shit that they are. Probably sitting there looking up CP all on your own too. I mean, for God's sakes, like, the amount of times that a MAGA person comes for, like, gets brought forward for convictions of, you know, crimes against a minor, it's insane. Birds of a feather, baby. Birds of a feather. Here they are, flocking together. So, it's crazy. And they don't give a fuck who they hurt. As long as they can get away with the awful atrocities that they're getting away with, they don't give a fuck. To me, like, I feel like that's inhuman. I don't know how you can be a human and have no soul like that. That's no soul to me. If you can be okay with anything that the administration's doing and covering up the Epstein files and pretending like this isn't a thing, if you can sit there and do that, I feel like you just have no soul. How are you a human? How is this okay to you? Like, it bothers me deeply that they don't give a fuck about kids. But then they write all these rules, and it's really just to control everyone that isn't a kid. It's all to control people, make you look over here while they're doing the shit that they're saying that they're, you know, railing against. Oh, pedophiles are horrible, they're horrible. While in their private home, they're going to fucking Epstein's Island. I mean, I can see if you went there once and you, like, I can understand, like, if you met him and he was like, oh, I have all these connections and you're also rich and famous, and you're like, oh, sure, and you're not thinking, and you fly over there and then you're like, holy shit. But, like, I mean, my ass would come out. I'd start fucking whispering shit. I'd start fucking telling things. But I also like confrontation, and if you do some fuck shit, I'm gonna call you out on it. And that's whenever I would end up. But that's fine, because then I wouldn't have to pay taxes. Yeah, I feel like, I know that I would be scared to come out, for sure, because I'd see how much fucking money he has, but I would do shit in the back end. Like, I would do these interviews and be like, it was so weird. Like, I would literally tell the interviewer to ask me the weirdest house party that I've ever been to. Just so I could start spilling some beans and dropping hints publicly. Just so I could do that. Like, I feel like that's it at the bare minimum. If I was like, okay, I'm terrified to do this, but I'm just going to do this and be like, I don't know what you're talking about, Epstein. That's weird if you think the shoe fits. You know, I feel like I would do something like that in the 90s. And would it get the traction? Probably not. But, I mean, you know, there were interviews. I mean, he did interviews where people literally called him a sexual not deviant, a sexual predator, and he laughed. He fucking laughed. So yeah, I'd probably just start like dropping little hints. Start like writing some stand up about it. Like like there were comedians back in those days, including Robin Williams, that all made jokes about Epstein and Trump. There's a bunch of jokes about Trump being a pervert and being a sexual like gross dude. Like, people knew. We have got to fucking stop this, allowing it to fester like this. Back in those days, it should have been checked into. I mean, if Robin Williams was making jokes about it, come on. It seems like there were people, like, it's crazy. I just know that there's going to be things that are going to start coming out from people that saw something, that were working, caterers, plumbers, fucking anybody. Shit's going to start rolling out. Little things are going to start, you know, turning into, all of these people told their story about how they were at this event and they were catering it and he was doing this and this. There's a story of a girl that she wasn't a party girl or anything, but she was doing like some sort of work for Epstein, and she got really uncomfortable because Trump saw her, thought she was for him, and she said that whenever he was looking at my legs, it felt like as if someone was like looking at food, which is, I think I know the look that she's thinking of or she's talking about. And to me, every time that I've been around a sexual predator and they flip that switch, that's the look that they have in their eyes, and it's terrifying. And so Epstein was like, oh, no, she's not for you. And he's like, your girl isn't, or he's like, he's like, this room has the one for you or whatever. And that's horrifying. Like, that's horrifying. And she was in like jogging clothes. Like, she wasn't in like something sexy. Nuts. These people are gonna start talking. Oh, and Lisa Murkowski, the one that could have stopped the fucking big beautiful bill from getting fucking passed. Guess what? Dumb bitch already has regrets. Dumb bitch already has fucking regrets, because everything that she wanted in that bill, it's gone. It's gone through executive order too. Specifically, let me read what I wrote. So the things that she put in the bills were to make it ease the phase out of the tax credits for solar and wind energy in Alaska. So she needed to ease the phase out. So like, instead of phasing it out just immediately and cutting it off, it was going to be a slow rollout over a certain amount of time. Instead, and that was under the Biden Inflation Reduction Act. So instead of, you know, cutting off the Biden Inflation Reduction Act, it would be a slow rollout. Trump signed an executive order to end market subsidies for green energy projects, effective immediately. So she didn't get, so she could have been that fucking vote, that one fucking vote, to end it. And she voted for it. And he sucker punched her. Shocking none of us. Shocking none of us. We all knew that that shit was going to happen. Baby. We see it happen all the time. Lisa. We knew it was going to happen. But you sat there and played dumb. Pretended that he was going to give you what you wanted. Girl. He ain't going to give you shit. He stripped that right from you and your constituents. So now, even the one little thing that you wanted, gone, along with the medical care for your constituents, the hospitals that are in your rural fucking state, your rural ass state. They're gonna be gone. There's no way that those are gonna hang on to. Come on. That area is rural as fuck. You just sentenced your entire constituent base to harder lives. They don't give a fuck about us. They don't give a fuck about us. Facts. Facts, dudes. Like, busy fucking afternoon or like a weekend of fucking news, dudes. Fuck, man. Like, wanted to pass that bill through. So dumb. So dumb. Can't even stand it. Like, you can't even make this shit up. Like, how do you not know? And all those bro dudes on the other side, I didn't know that this is what I was voting for. What the fuck? Maybe if you got the fucking corn out of your ears. Jesus fucking Christ. God damn, dudes. Like, if you would have listened to anyone instead of pretending to not give a fuck, like, one little fact check would have started a whole, domino effect of you going down, well, I should check this because this is wrong. Yeah, no shit's wrong. Because he lies. He lies and he lies and he lies and he lies. He does not tell the truth. He can't tell the truth. Trump is so fucking deranged and disillusioned that there's nothing that he's going to tell the truth about. Everything is a facade for him. And also, like, speaking of a facade, he's even decorating the fucking Oval Office like Epstein's house. There's a side-by-side photo of, like, Epstein's fireplace and the fireplace in the Oval Office, and they look almost identical. He's telling us right to our faces what the fuck he did. The audacity to be able to get away with anything that you could ever want, and you chose that. Personally, I would have commandeered a ship, more specifically Old Ironsides and Boston Harbor. I almost said harbor. The accent almost came back. Specifically that one. That's what I would do. But I like to set my goals pretty big. And I fucking love that ship. That ship is still in commission, so I technically would be very in trouble for that one. But it would be worth it. It would be worth it for me. That's what I would do with my fame and fortune. Steal old Ironsides. Take her for a lap, dressed as a pirate, just for a little bit. I'd bring it back. I might bring it back. Yeah, the Boston Harbor. Pack the car in Boston Harbor. Yeah. But yeah, that's, you chose to do that with your time and your energy. You chose to be a pedophile. when you could have been a different P word, which is a pirate, which is what I would do. I probably wouldn't even steal any fucking gold. I just want to steal that goddamn ship. She's beautiful. I think about her often. But yeah. Could have done way better things with your time, motherfucker. But you instead chose to go to a fucking island with a sexual predator. And anybody that supports that shit, nope. Pirate's life for me. Yes. Fuck yeah. Fuck yeah. It's so wild. It's so wild to me. Oh my god, we would joyride for real. For real. We would have to pick up Nat. Oh my god, are you kidding me? Of course we'd have her. And her mom. I've never met her mom, but her mom seems like just an absolute pip. Like, she is just a pip. And the same thing with, like, my family. Like, I would really want my family to be there. Oh, my family would be a nightmare as pirates. They would probably be oh, I know that I will. I feel like I'll be meeting a celebrity. Like, I might have her sign something. I'd be like, oh my god, I'm finally meeting you. Like, I feel like, can you sign my arm or something? Like, I feel like I'm meeting a celebrity. Yeah, my family would be like, let us find some treasure and hear me out. And I'd be like, oh god, what is my family gonna say? They'd be like, if we don't, let's go actually go on land and steal some real treasure. And I'd be like, oh my god. I'd be like, come on, we'll get away with it, it's fine. They'd be like, doubtful. Doubtful, but we might try. Or we would just steal a lot of booze. I just realized that. It's not gonna be treasure, we would just steal a lot of booze. I'd be stealing tequila. My family will steal wine. Probably sweet wine, so I'm not gonna be a part of that at all. I made that mistake once while I was drinking with them. They all had bottles out, and I was like, oh sweet, like, we're gonna have like bottles for the table. They had bought like 6 bottles for the table. Couldn't drink a fucking one of them because I was like, oh, which one's the driest? And they were like, we don't have dry wine. And I was like, are you fucking serious right now? And my mom's like, oh yeah, she only drinks dry wines. And I was like, why are you guys doing that? Oh no, wait. My mom started drinking dry wine. My bad. Never mind. I take that back. But my mom was drinking a little bit of sweet. I think she mixed them. I don't remember, but yeah, because my family drunk me under the table. I'm just saying. You can't drink dry yet. I couldn't drink dry yet. So yeah, I can drink dry wine now. Couldn't whenever I was first drinking wine. And my family is all pretty much sweet wine. But yeah, I feel like my family would make pretty good pirates too, so we'd have a little ooh. I do want to have a dry martini night. I mean, I'm a slut for a martini. Except for an apple martini. Because specifically, apple, what was it, UV vodka and like a few other ones are like, they will make me immediately throw up. And not good. It's not good. The last time I had, it was 99 bananas. So I was at a friend of a friend's house and we were doing shots and I got one of the shots and I took it and I was like, please tell me 99 bananas wasn't in this. And they were like, yeah. And I go, oh, fuck. And I blacked out. I had I had 2 regular, not high ABV beers, blacked completely out. The 99 drinks like and UV vodkas, like the 99 bananas, apple, whatever, UV, all of those, I will throw up and I will black out. And that's exactly what happened. I got to the bathroom, threw up, then passed out for like 4 hours. Yeah. My body shuts the fuck down with that. I don't know what trauma I have like related to that specific, those two lines of drinks, but there's some trauma related to that because it like, I can be sober, and the last time I had blue UV vodka, I rolled up to the party. I had just gotten there, and I thank God I was outside because my friend runs, "Here, I got you a shot," and like hands me that. I take it and I went, huh, and threw up immediately, and then had to lay down and blacked out. Like, I passed out. So whatever the fuck, you know what? I know what happened. I just remembered. I drank an entire, for the UV, I understand where it comes from. The 99, not so much. So there's a core memory to unlock on that one. But the blue raspberry UV vodka, I did drink an entire bottle of it one night whenever I was like 16. Don't do that. Don't drink underage. You fuck this up, dude. Seriously. I might actually be, no, I don't think I am, because I can have Runts, the banana flavor, and I can have Taffy, banana flavor. So no, I think that like the 99 series has to be from some sort of core early drinking memory that is like an off limits thing for my body now. But I did, yeah, I remember drinking like an entire like fifth of blue raspberry vodka the first time I drank. And I remember having breakfast because I was still awake. It was crazy. I don't even know. I think it was the same house party, actually. But yeah, and then the second time I went to that same house to have a house party, that's whenever I had the blue. So that's how that's why UV makes me immediately just go, nope. Hey, Abby. I'm going to be jumping off here in a few anyways, but it's good to see you. I will see you tomorrow night. I actually started working on a poison ivy plant. And he looks pretty rad. Like, he's in his, like, second paint stage, so he looks a little fucked up. But he's definitely, he's rocking and rolling. Oh, got teeth. The teeth are sharp as fuck. I've actually hurt myself on those teeth several times. Will I file them down? No, I will not. Because if you stick your finger in the fucking plant, you're gonna learn a fair lesson. They look insane. Yeah. My little guy. Hold on, let me, before I jump off here, I'm gonna go run and grab him and show him off. Because he's in his, like I said, he's in his, like, second form. Oh. Alright. So, I have my planter, because I have my old Maxwell House coffee. That is hot glue, so he can sit on top, but not go fully down, so I can have, like, my camera did not like this thing. But I need it to where it'll sit right there, so I can actually be able to hold shit in there. But yeah, he's in his first stage of paint. So he's just like yellow and whatnot. His tongue is half off. But yeah, I'm gonna be doing a like blood. I'm gonna be making, so basically, actually, yeah, we're going haunt actor with this thing, so I'm gonna have like extra little bits, but I'm gonna put blood on it, perma blood. I'm gonna be putting gross, like, I have UV resin coming because I'm gonna do the tongue more resiny, so he has like liquid drips. You can see I accidentally like got some, now you can't see it. Oh, here he is. Now you can't see it, but there's like some super glue that, or not super glue, hot glue that I'm going to be dripping down to where it's, he's going to be a nasty little motherfucker, but I didn't see that you made a mimic. But yeah, so this is going to be a cute little doodad. Right? Yeah, he's going to be a little poison ivy plant. You can see his little shit tongue in there. Look at that. I got this little guy at Dollar Tree and then just started to like redo everything on it. So I covered him in clay foam, gave him some lips, gave him better teethies. They have a tongue in there, but it's like a 3-prong tongue, so I just glued it all together because I was like, okay, I'm gonna redo the tongue anyways. And then I covered it in like clay foam, and I'm still gonna do some more clay foam like little bits and bobs throughout there, but I wanted them to be more like stand out. And yeah, there's like a few things that are gonna be, oh yeah, no, this is for poison ivy because I've been doing a lot. And then the little, I got a skull right there. I used the remainder of like some of the, oh Jesus, the remainder of like the hot glue pieces from my battle sister are on here. I think I want to put like, funny enough, I kind of want to put a pot leaf on him somewhere, or actually make leaves, and those are gonna be pot leaves. It's gonna be like my little pot head, like my carnivore pot head, and his like little thing. Oh, I see that you're. What'd you send me? Oh my god, I love that! Teardrops, I love it. Is that permablood? I know it's permablood. Permablood's the shit, dude. It's the best. But yeah, I'm gonna splatter some blood on him. Gonna redo the gums so it's a lot more like whatever. I'm gonna put some purple in there too. I kind of want to go like green to purple a little bit. Where I get the Audrey to, I made those. It's coming along. It's not done yet. So it's got like a lot of like, is it gonna focus? It's got a lot of pieces that I want to like. Yeah, I was kind of going for that a little bit because I like the piranha plant from Mario, so that's why I gave it kind of more the lip situation. Also, I wanted to put some purple in there, and I thought that having like the lip would be a nice little doodad to use the airbrush on and kind of go in and give it some like purple on top of the green. And yeah, it does. It has the Maxwell house can. I found it at a thrift at one point, and I was like, oh yeah, I'm getting that for sure. But yeah, I wanted this to sit on top of there so I could still have stuff in here. My phone won't fit in there, but I mean, whatever, it's fine. This will at least give me the option, and I might do like a thing where I can put my phone on the bottom or have like a bag or so, I don't know, but something. I'm gonna try and figure out a way to do a purse or something with this goddamn thing. Thank you. Yeah, he's my little monster. But yeah, his little teeth are so fucking sharp, dude. That one's the really, really sharp one. So if someone sticks their fucking finger in there, I can't be responsible for anything. Yeah, that's actually the sharpest tooth, and that's the hookiest tooth, too. Actually, both of the two little Nosferatu teethies are... Use shark teeth. Oh, is that? I didn't realize that those were shark teeth. Oh, shit, they are. Dude, that's fucking sick. I love that. That's such a clever idea. What an amazing little idea. Can you even see them? Like, oh. But yeah, I kind of want to do Ivy this weekend, but we'll see. I'm definitely doing her at Dragon Con, so this will be Nice. I think my fan will fit in here, so that's going to be great for me to just carry that along with like a little spray bottle of what is it, Evian spray. Like, it's just water. It's so stupid and bougie, but in the heat, spraying that and then having like the little mini fan, fantastic. It's great. But anyways, it is 7:16. I am going to jump off here and go sing at karaoke. You want to plan to go Dragon Con? Oh yeah, yeah, and not work it. I feel you, big time. I feel you. You've been working it every year, I think, right? Every year that you've went, right? Yep, that's what I thought. Oh, crazy. But yeah, I think that you should, because you'll have a blast, because like the DC horror track is fantastic. Like, everybody is just such a sweetheart, absolutely lovely human being, so you'll definitely enjoy yourself for sure. But yeah, with that, I'm going to jump off here. Thank you guys so much for hanging out with me. I will be back on you too, Leia. I will be back on tomorrow at 5 p.m. at same time, same place, and be going until probably 7, maybe longer, just depending. If people jump in, then I'll stick on for a little bit longer. But yeah, anyways, if you are wanting to find me and follow me on other social media platforms, jennasaywhat.com/links. You will find every single one of my social media links on there. If you want to definitely check out my Instagram. I'm still trying to hit 11K. I've been at 10.9 for like 7.5 years, and it's driving me insane. So let's get me to 11K so I can stop being insane. Can't promise anything. I just realized I made a campaign promise that I probably can't keep. Anyways, yeah. Again, I will see you guys tomorrow, and yeah. Bye, guys. Stay safe out there.